Hello everyone, welcome to the CPT coding guideline. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss medicine coding guidelines. With each section, we will be discussing AAPC CPC real exam type questions with rationale. In this session, we will discuss medicine coding guidelines part 1. This lecture focuses on important CPT concepts that are frequently tested in exams and applied in real work coding practice. We will cover add-on codes, separate procedures, unlisted procedures, special reports, imaging guidelines, supplied materials, and foreign body versus implant. Let's begin. Let's start with add-on codes. Add-on codes describe procedures that are commonly performed in addition to the primary procedure. The key characteristics: they cannot be reported alone. They must be always be reported with the primary code procedure. They are exempt from modifier 51. They are not subject to multiple procedure reduction. They identify phrases such as each additional, list separately in addition to primary procedure. Important coding rules: because add-on codes are inherently supplemental, they are never subject to multiple procedure reduction. Also, modifier 51 is never appended. Conceptually, with the primary procedure, additional related work is performed. Report the primary code plus the add-on code. For example, a patient receives initial IV infusion for 1 hour and additional 30 minutes of infusion time. So here the coding is, so report the initial infusion code as the primary code, then report the add-on code for each additional hour. Importantly, you have to report both codes and do not append modifier 51 to the add-on code. Let's look at another example. A physician performs a primary nerve block an additional nerve block at another level designated as each additional level. So here the reporting is primary block and add-on code for additional levels. So add-on codes cannot be built alone and no modifier 51. Number 2, separate procedures. A separate procedure is a service that is usually considered an integral, that is bundled part of a more comprehensive procedure. So the general rule is do not report a separate procedure code when it is part of a total service. So when it can be reported? It may be reported when performed independently, when unrelated to other procedures during the same encounter, when distinct or separate from other services. So the modifier requirement: append modifier 59 to indicate the service is distinct, independent, and not bundled into another procedure. Let's look a couple of examples, then you will understand this easily. So example 1, a physician performs full gastrointestinal endoscopy with biopsy. Biopsy is designated as separate procedure but integral to endoscopy. So in this case, do not report biopsy separately because it is included in the comprehensive service. Example 2, in the morning, surgeons do the cardiac catheterization. Afternoon, on the same day as a new encounter, separate vascular diagnostic study, that is designated as a separate procedure, the surgeon is done. So here you have to report vascular procedure, then append modifier 59 because it is a distinct session. Number 3, unlisted service or procedure. Used when a procedure or service is not listed in the CPT codebook. So the reporting method is use the appropriate unlisted procedure code and must be accompanied by a special report. So when you look at the unlisted service or procedure codes, you can see 90,399 for unlisted immunoglobulin, unlisted vaccine or toxoid. Like that, there are a list of unlisted items are here. So when a CPT code does not exist, you must select the correct unlisted code from the selection of CPT. Remember, documentation is crucial. Payment depends heavily on your special report. So let's see a couple of examples. A physician performs new experimental neuromuscular stimulation procedure and there's no CPT code exists. So reporting is the code 95999, that is unlisted neurological procedure, and attach a special report. Example 2, a new dermatologic laser therapy not yet assigned CPT code. Here the reporting is report 96999, that is unlisted dermatological service, and submit the detailed special report. So let's see what is the special report in next slide. Number 4, special report. Special report required for procedures that are rare, unusual, variable, new, or not fully described by existing codes. The special report must include clear description of the service, nature and extent of the procedure, medical necessity, time required, effort involved, and equipment used. So the coding inside, the special report justifies reimbursement for unlisted procedures, complex variations of the listed services. So, for example, physician performs custom intrathecal drug delivery procedure not fully described by CPT. So, here, special report must describe type of drug, duration of procedure, monitoring required, technical complexity, and the risk factors. Number 5, imaging guidance refers to the use of imaging modalities during procedures. When it can be reported, only when a true imaging modality is used, such as radiography, fluoroscopy, ultrasonography, MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine. Here, proper documentation exists, supervision and interpretation guidelines are followed. So, the radiology section rules are applied here. So, when it cannot be reported. So, do not report imaging guidance when non-imaging tracking systems are used, such as radar signals, electromagnetic tracking systems. So, the key principles are imaging guidance requires actual imaging modality, image documentation, and interpretation report. Let's see an example. A physician inserts central venous catheter using ultrasound guidance. Images are stored and separate interpretation documented. So here, report imaging guidance. Example 2, physician uses electromagnetic tracking system for catheter placement. Here, do not report imaging guidance because no imaging modality is used. Number 6, supplied materials. Supplies and materials that are over and above what is usually included in the procedure. So the reporting method is a report separately using the code 99070 or a specific supply code if available. So example, special trays, drugs supplied or additional materials not included in standard procedure package. So the important rule is routine supplies are included in the code itself. Extra supplies are provided report separately using 99070. That says supplies and materials except spectacles provided by the physician or other qualified healthcare professional over and above those usually included with the office visit or other services rendered. That is list drugs, trays, supplies or materials provided. Example, a physician performs minor surgical procedure, routine tray and gloves are used. So this is included in the code itself. But on the other hand, special biologic wound matrix, so you have to report separately with supply code. Example 2, patient requires expensive chemotherapy drug provided by office. Here for drug report separately and administration also report separately. Number 7, foreign body versus implant. Implant is an object intentionally placed by physician or qualified health professional for diagnostic or therapeutic purposes. For example, pacemaker, orthopedic hardware, and surgical mesh. On the other hand, foreign body is an object unintentionally placed due to trauma or ingestion. Examples are glass fragments, bullets, solid object. So the special coding rules, if an implant moves from the original position, breaks structurally, or no longer functions, becomes hazardous. It is considered a foreign body for coding purposes unless CPT instructions say otherwise or specific code exists for removal of that implant. So the coding inside is intentional placement, that is implant, unintentional placement, that is foreign body, broken or migrated implant may qualify as foreign body. So let's see some example. A patient swallows coin. So the removal coded as foreign body removal. Example 2, orthopedic screw breaks and migrates. He also treated as foreign body for coding unless a specific CPT removal code applies. So in summary, add-on codes never stand alone, no modifier 51. Separate procedures not reported if integral, use modifier 59 if distinct. Unlisted procedures use appropriate unlisted code plus special report. Special report must justify unusual or rare services. Imaging guidance report only if real imaging modality used. Supplied materials report separately if above usual inclusion. Foreign body versus implant. Intentional it is implant, unintentional that is foreign body. So let's do 10 AAPC CPT exam types coding guideline questions. Question number 1. According to CPT guidelines, which of the following is true regarding an add-on code? A. They are reported as standalone codes when no other procedure is performed. B. They are subject to the multiple procedure concept. C. They are exempt from the use of modifier 51. D. They are identified by the phrase integral component of a total service. Think the answer. The correct answer is they are exempt from the use of modifier 51. The rationale, the guidelines state that all add-on codes are exempt from the multiple procedure concept, that is modifier 51. They are specifically exempt from the use of modifier 51 because they are never reported as standalone code. Question number 2. A procedure designated as a separate procedure in the CPT codebook should be reported when A. It is performed as an integral part of a larger total service. B. It is carried out independently or is unrelated to other procedures provided at that time. C. It is performed through the same incision as the primary procedure. D. It is a supplemental procedure designated with a plus symbol. Think the answer. The correct answer is B. It is carried out independently or unrelated to other procedures provided at that time. The rationale, a separate procedure should not be reported if it is an integral component of a larger service. However, it may be reported independently if it is unrelated or distinct from other procedures performed at that time. Question number 3. When a separate procedure is performed independently and is distinct from other services provided during the same encounter, which modifier should be appended? A. Modifier 51, B. Modifier 25, C. Modifier 59, D. Modifier 58. Think the answer. The correct answer is C. Modifier 59. Modifier 59 says distinct procedural service. When a separate procedure is carried out independently or considered a distinct procedure, you must append modifier 59. This indicates the service is distinct, independent procedure and not a component of another service. Question number 4. When reporting an unlisted service or procedure code, what is required for the claim to be processed? A. Modifier 51, B. A special report, C. A second opinion from a qualified physician, D. An imaging guidance report. Think the answer. The correct answer is B. Special report. When reporting an unlisted procedure code, the service must be identified by a special report. This ensures the payer understands the nature of the unlisted service provided. Question number 5. Which of the following must be included in a special report for a new or unusual service? A. A copy of the patient's entire medical history. B. The name of the manufacturer for all equipment used. C. A description of a nature, extent, and need for the procedure as well as time and effort involved. D. A list of all add-on codes available for the service. Think the answer. The correct answer is C. A special report must include an adequate definition or description of the nature, extent, and need for the procedure. It must also document the time, effort, and equipment necessary to provide that service. Question number 6. Imaging guidance should not be reported when which of the following is used? A. Fluoroscopy, B. Ultrasound, C. Electromagnetic signals or radar signals, D. Computer tomography. Think the answer. The correct answer is C. Electromagnetic signals or radar signals. The guidelines specify that imaging guidance should not be reported for non-imaging tracking or localizing systems such as radar or electromagnetic signals. It is only reported for modalities like radiography, fluoroscopy, or ultrasound. Question number 7. If a provider uses supplies or materials such as drugs or trays that are over and above those usually included in a procedure, how should they be reported? A. They are considered bundled and cannot be reported separately. B. Using code 99070 or a specific supply code. C. By appending modifier 22 to the primary procedure code. D. By adding the cost to the unlisted procedure code. Think the answer. The correct answer is B. Using code 99070 or a specific supply code. So the rationale, supplies and materials that are over and above those usually included in a procedure are reported separately. This is done using the code 99070 or more specific supply code. You can see the supply code details here. Question number 8. For coding purposes, how is an implant defined? A. Any object found within the body regardless of how it got there. B. An object unintentionally placed due to a trauma. C. An object intentionally placed by a physician for a diagnostic or therapeutic purposes. D. Only objects that are structurally sound and remain in their original position. Think the answer. The correct answer is C. An object intentionally placed by a physician for diagnostic or therapeutic purposes. Question number 9. Under what circumstance would an intentionally placed implant be coded as foreign body? A. When it is being removed during the same session it was placed. B. When the implant has moved from its original position or is structurally broken and no longer serves its purpose. C. Whenever a patient requests its removal for cosmetic reasons. D. If the implant is documented as an integral component of the surgery. Think the answer. The correct answer is B. An implant qualifies as a foreign body for coding purposes if it is moved from its original position or is structurally broken. It also qualifies if it no longer serves its intended purpose or presents a hazard. Question number 10. Which phrase in the CPT descriptor identifies an add-on code? A. Separate procedure. B. Unlisted procedure. C. Listed separately in addition to primary procedure. D. Imaging guidance included. Think the answer. The correct answer is C. And add-on codes are identified by specific language in the CPT descriptor. Example includes phrases such as each additional or listed separately in addition to primary procedure. Bonus question. If the primary procedure is denied by the payer, what happens to the add-on code? A. It is paid independently. B. It must be resubmitted alone. C. It is denied because it cannot stand alone. D. It requires modify 59. So think the answer and leave the answer with the rationale in the comment section. And if you have any queries or any doubts, you can contact me using the WhatsApp or the email address provided, or else you can leave your questions in the comment section. So please subscribe my channel and stay with me. Thank you.